Welcome back to Vincent Buddha 2.0, and you're joining me for a walk today. I wanted to give you an update on how I'm doing, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. As many of you know, I was diagnosed with pre-diabetes back in February of 2023, and while I was diagnosed by my endocrinologist, she suggested that I get on a medication called Mounjaro. And so I've been on Mounjaro, which is tirzepatide, and maybe you're on Mounjaro or Ozempic, or even, I'm not even sure if the new stuff is out yet, which is very, very good stuff, I heard. But I went on there, and I was 405 pounds at the time. And my doctor told me that not only would this drug or medication per se help me with my A1C and my blood sugar and regulating it, but it would also help me in losing weight. And so I said, okay. So I kind of stumbled upon this and started taking the 2.5. After about 2 or 3 months, went up to the 5.0. After 2 or 3 months of that, went up to the 7.5, and then the 10.5, the 10.0, and I think I possibly made it to the 12.5, never to the 15. But after that, I actually lost over 100 pounds. We're talking about 125 pounds to be exact, and felt great while doing it. Pretty much just had some constipation at times, but and hard stool, but as long as I drank water and got enough fiber, I was all good. But yeah, so that's pretty much what happened in my case, and that happened over about a 8-month period. I kept on taking it for a year, or just under a year, because I went on a extended fast, which was about 30-day fast. That was water and vitamins and electrolytes pretty much for 30 days, and lost some more weight there, and that actually helped me lose the 125 pounds. But within about 8 months, I was down by about 100 pounds on Mounjaro, and I stopped taking Mounjaro. My wife was very happy about that, because you hear all these things about Ozempic and Mounjaro and how there could be adverse effects and things like that. So I went ahead and I stopped taking it, and I was keeping the weight off pretty much. I mean, I gained about maybe like 5 or 10 pounds after coming off, which is totally normal, I hear. And I would do fasts here and there, not just for health reasons, but I'm a pastor, I'm a Christian, and I believe in fasting for a spiritual sense as well. So I went ahead and did that. So I was keeping the weight off. I was around, down 150 pounds, and I was under 300 and feeling good. I was no longer, my A1C was under control, my blood sugar was under control, and I was feeling good. And then I went to a vacation down south to see my in-laws, and went with my family, and I told myself, you know what? I'm just gonna eat what I want to eat. I was staying away from candy. I was staying away from sugar. I would have it here and there, but mainly eating a high protein diet, working out in the gym, mostly weights and things like that, and some cardio here and there, but mostly walking and things like that, and having enough water. And so I said, I'm gonna have what I want to have. And so, we're talking about a 12-hour drive for us, and so I had what I wanted to have, and I pretty much kept on going. Like I said, I was not taking Mounjaro for a couple months at the time, and when I got back, I found out that I gained about 10 to 15 pounds, and then I just kept on going with it. It was kind of hard to stop it, even though I am in control of myself and my appetite and what I eat, but I kept on going with that, and I actually gained about 20 pounds. So yes, I'm still under 300, but I definitely felt my stomach getting bigger, and I felt myself, not feeling as great as I usually do. So I started to say, you know what? let me try this on my own without Mounjaro, and let me try to lose this weight. Now, without Mounjaro, I think I spent a couple of weeks and I kept on, you know, possibly putting on some weight, and I felt like it was somewhat difficult. I lost a couple pounds, but then I hopped back on Mounjaro just a couple weeks ago, and I said, you know what, let me restart from the beginning instead of hopping right back on the 10.0 or something like that. I went on the 2.5, and so I started on the 2.5, and I'm on my third week of the 2.5 now. Don't feel really many of the effects like I first did when I first started, but you know, I wanted to start with the 2.5 because I didn't want any adverse effects. So I'm back on the 2.5 after months. I'm talking about possibly 3 months or more of being off of Mounjaro. But like I said, if I didn't let myself go for that week in South Carolina, it wouldn't have, you know, it was kind of like a domino effect that happened. I would have been good. I really would have been good, I think. And, you know, because everyone's saying, oh, you're going to gain all the weight back, all this stuff when you come off of it. But I'm back on it. I'm going to take it all the way, possibly for another 6 months to a year of titrating up to 15. And then I'm going to attempt to come off of it. I'm going to come off of it because, you know, there is a risk of thyroid cancer. But I got to tell you, being off of it and being on it, oh man, like, it's not just not feeling hungry, because actually I still feel hungry right now, just to let you know. Still feel hungry. But, and I'm hoping that as I go up in the medication that I'll feel a little better with feeling, you know, full like I usually did when I was on it. But I'll tell you what, it really does change your brain. It changed your brain for the better, especially for me. Like, in the past, I would deal with things such as anxiety, depression, and while on this medication, like before I even started the medication, it got better, but it definitely got better with taking the medication. And now, being off the medication for a couple months, I kind of felt some anxiety creep in and everything. But it's been a lot better since coming back on. So it definitely helps the brain. Definitely helps with temptation and craving and things like that. So it definitely does change your brain. These hormones, and it's not just gut stuff, it's brain stuff. It really is. So I'm back on. I'm in a very, very hard hitting workout that I'm doing. Changes up every 3 weeks. It's a great plan that I'm doing in the gym, lifting weights, you know, trying to get that muscle up, baby. But also I'm doing a lot of cardio as well. I usually walk for about 3 to 5 miles a day, about 4 times a week. And I'm on my beautiful walk right now. As you hear the beautiful, like, also you hear the train going by, but you hear the beautiful birds in the background, and I get to see some deer as I'm out here as well. It's just good for the brain as well, and good for the body. And I'm so happy I get to do this, and I work as I walk, and I get to pray and do my reading plans and read the Bible and things like that. So it's a great thing. So I just want to encourage you guys out there that are on Mounjaro, Ozempic, whatever you're on, whatever you're doing, even if you're not on one of these, you know, keep it going. Keep it going. You're doing a great job. And, you know, keep the faith, keep the hope alive that you're going to get to a better you. And I definitely have. And I want to keep on going. My fight for 250 pounds, I'm going to still go for that. Right now, I'm around 290 pounds, 295. So hoping to get back and down to 250. All right. You are you, and I am Vincent Buddha 2.0. Peace out.